I hope you're all okay. Today we'll be doing a basic look, like more basic than any other basic look I've ever done before. It's gonna be like a back to school, work, uni, college, minimal kind of makeup look. I just want to focus on evening out the skin, doing a little bit on the brows, mascara, and a very nude lip. I am planning to do another back to school look, which will be a bit more glam, because apparently kids are allowed to wear makeup to school now. That wasn't allowed in my day, which I'm very jealous of, to be fair. But I thought that I would just show you guys how I'm going to even out all this skin. I've got a lot of scarring at the moment because my skin just likes to f me over. And yeah, if you guys are interested in how to get the basic look from the thumbnail, then please keep watching. So I will be starting off by priming my face. I'm going to be using the New Look Pure Colour Illuminating Primer. I'm only going to use a small amount of this. And I'm just going to put this where we highlight, just because I don't really want to illuminate my whole face. This tutorial is going to be quite lengthy because I want to speak about each step I'm doing, why I'm doing it, and all that kind of jazz. So I don't want my whole face to be illuminated because I'm not going to be putting foundation on or anything like that. So for my brows, I want to keep it super basic and super simple because I want to make it really fast. I'm going to go in and just comb them with my spoolie. Please ignore that they're not in shape. I'm currently growing them. I will be going in with the Freedom Eyebrow Pomade in the shade Dark Brown. I would usually go in with the shade Chocolate, but I kind of want it to match a bit more. And all I'm going to do with this is pop this mainly on the tail because that's where I have a lot of gap. And I'm not going to extend it past my hair either. A great tip if you want fleeky brows but you're in a rush is just to get them tinted, and that way you'll always have the colour. And then once the tail is filled in, I'm just gonna comb them through with the spoolie again, and then you're done. So I just start at the bottom, and I really do just focus this on wherever I've got gaps. I do bring it up there, and then I'll just bring it down to where the hair finishes on the tail here, and I'll just make sure they're both even in length, and then with the spoolie just to comb them through. Now you can just use a pencil if you want, but pencils don't look the best on me and I prefer a bit more of a bolder brow, but that literally took moments. And because this is a quick and basic look, I'm not going to tidy them up or anything. I'm just going to leave them be. So just to conceal my blemishes and red marks, I'm going to go in with this NYX Mineral Stick Foundation in the shade 08, which looks like so. And I'm just going to only pop this on my red marks. Ow. Ow. And then I'm going to go in with the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer, just for my under eyes, but I'm not going to put a lot on. I'm going to go in with a damp beauty blender just to pounce this in. A damp beauty blender is best because it won't keep a lot of product on the face, and it will give a very natural coverage and finish. You can always go in for a foundation if you want, but for a very basic look I thought that this would be the easiest and the best option to do. I'm going to ever so slightly cream contour. The reason I'm cream contouring is cream products are going to blend a lot easier and they're going to look a lot more natural, and I just prefer them anyway. This is the Sleek Contour Kit, and I'm going to go into this shade right here. It's a very light shade, and you want a shade that is quite light so it doesn't really look like contour. You just want to kind of warm up the skin, and then I'm going to go in with a beauty blender just to bounce this in as well, and it's just going to give a really natural look to the skin, and it's going to just make you look like a little bronzed goddess, like you've just been away all holiday and you've come back and you're a natural glowing baby. And down my nose a bit as well. Now if you're not that fussed about contouring, you can just skip the underlip and nose, but I'm a contouring junkie. And as you guys can see, you can still see my skin, you can see my freckles, you can still see a bit of my scarring. I personally don't really care too much. Obviously if you do and you're a bit more self-conscious, or if you have more like acne or anything and you want to use a foundation, then go ahead, and if you don't, join me in the club, it's fine. We've got enough space for everyone. I'm going to go into this Rimmel Match Perfection Loose Powder and take some on the bottom of that beauty blender, and I'm just going to set my under eyes because I get creasing there. If you don't want to do this step, you don't have to, but I get really bad creasing, so I'm gonna I'm also going to set the sides of my nose and the sides of my mouth so I can try and prevent laughing lines, because I assume if you're in school, wow, I hope if you're in school you're laughing away. For eyes, the easiest way to look more awake if you're tired before school or work or college, which most of us are, me included, using a white eyeliner will brighten your eyes completely. So I'm just going to pop this just about halfway across. I feel like when you bring it the whole way, if you haven't got any other eye makeup going on, it looks a bit weird sometimes. So I'm just going to go halfway. And this liner is from Sleek. Then I'm going to go in and curl my lashes and add mascara. I will be using the L'Oreal Full Sculpt Mascara. If you don't have time to add mascara or anything, another tip would be to get your lashes dyed or maybe get extensions on there. I wouldn't recommend doing them yourself. Obviously go to someone who is trained, and then that will just make sure that every day you wake up, your lashes are already done and you can take away a step. However, if you don't feel comfortable with doing that, just adding some mascara is fine. I would personally say putting on a pair of very minimal, very realistic looking lashes would actually transform this look a lot more, and you'd look more glam and a bit more like put together. Whenever I have no time to do makeup, if I put lashes on, it just transforms the look completely. But as we're not going to be doing that today, I'm just going to be adding mascara. I'm just giving you guys some tips if that's what you want to do. So I curl my lashes and I leave them for about 5 to 10 seconds. It just depends until I get quite bored, which is usually around now. And I'm only going to be putting on a very thin layer of this. I really do get carried away with how much mascara I use, so I have to stop myself. I'm going to stop myself here because otherwise I'll just keep going. I'm going to put a tiny bit on my lower lashes just because I need it. So is anyone actually excited to go back to school or work or uni? I know most people that work don't get, you know, a whole summer off. But is anyone excited? I used to hate going back to school. I actually hated school with a passion. I'm so glad I left. My worst nightmare in life would be waking up and realising that this was all a dream and I had to do school all over again. I would kill someone. So I'm going to go in and further add a bit more bronzer to my face, just for personal preferences. You guys don't have to if you don't want to. This is a NYX powder foundation in the shade Chocolate, and I'm really not going to use a lot of this. I just kind of want to add a bit more colour to my face. Now obviously if you're on a time scale or a budget and you don't want to keep buying all these different products that I've used, you don't have to put a powder bronzer on or a cream bronzer on. It's entirely up to you guys. I'm going to be slightly highlighting, and I literally mean so slightly. This is the NYX Strobe of Genius, and I'm just going to go in with this shade here. It's a nice golden, and this is extremely pigmented. I'm only going to dab my brush 3 times. And I'm literally just going to pat on such a small amount. Now the reason why I'm going to add this on is because I'm extra, and it's always nice just to have a little bit of glow to your skin, and it's entirely up to you where you want to put this. I just put it on my cheekbones, cupid's bow, tip of my nose, and slightly in between my brows. And I'm going to take such a small amount of that colour in my inner corners, and this again will help you look a bit more awake and ready for the day. The lipstick I'm using today is probably one of my favourites from the drugstore. This is one of the first ever lipsticks I ever owned, and I absolutely loved it. This is a Rimmel Kate Moss lipstick in the shade 101, and that's what it looks like. That's how I use lipstick. I put so much pressure on. I'm not going to be lining my lips because again we want to make this quick, we want to make it simple. I feel like if you make something look too put together and the rest of your face looks quite basic, it doesn't really sit right. So if you're going to overdraw your lips and then put this on but you've got a really, really basic face, sometimes it kind of counteracts and doesn't really look right kind of thing. So I'm going to go in just with the lipstick, and this is a super natural lip, as you guys can see. It's just slightly more pinker than my lips. And I'm only going to put it on the bottom lip, rub it together. And then once your lipstick is on, you guys are complete. You can add a little gloss if you want, or a liquid lip. I kind of want to make it as minimal and as basic as possible, and this is the outcome. So then this is the complete look. This is a back to school, back to work, back to uni, minimal, basic, fresh face kind of look. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, I will be doing a more glam version of a back to school look as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, then give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And until next time guys, I will see you guys very soon. Bye.